Before Allah writes two hearts together in a halal way, He almost always tests them first. Not to break them, not to punish them, but to reveal what the eyes can't see and what emotions can't understand. Sometimes the person you care about is kept at a distance. Sometimes conversations suddenly stop. Sometimes Allah creates silence, confusion, or delays that make you question your own heart. But what you call uncertainty is often Allah quietly preparing two souls for a bond that will be protected, sacred, and written by Him. Because a relationship becomes halal only after Allah proves to you that it is not built on loneliness, fear, or desperation, but on purity, patience, and His timing. If you are going through a test right now, listen closely. Allah might not be ending your story. He might be rewriting it in the cleanest and most beautiful way. There are moments when two people feel a strong connection, yet life suddenly pushes them apart. One moves to another city, one becomes busy with work or family, one becomes emotionally distant even though nothing major happened. Many people panic when this distance appears, but distance is one of the most common tests Allah uses before making a relationship halal. When Allah creates distance, He is not destroying anything. He is creating the space both hearts need, so they do not build the relationship on impulse or emotion alone. Distance allows the heart to breathe again. It forces both people to look at themselves honestly and ask if this connection is coming from loneliness or from sincerity. If the relationship was too intense too fast, Allah slows it down for protection. Sometimes this distance still hurts because you feel the connection dropping. Your chest feels heavier. You overthink every small thing, but during this exact time, Allah is teaching you something important. He is showing you whether your heart turns to Him or whether you become dependent on the person. He is showing you if the bond is built on truth or if it needs adjustment, healing, or purification. If someone is truly written for you, distance will not erase them. It will mature both of you. It will teach you patience, humility, and emotional control. It will help you remove unrealistic expectations and unhealthy attachment. And when you meet again, the bond is cleaner and stronger, because it was not built on constant communication, but on sincere hearts learning to trust Allah. Distance is not the end of the story. It is often the chapter that prepares the story to begin in the right way. If they return with a better heart, cleaner intentions, and a softer character, then the distance was mercy. If they never return, then the distance was protection. Either way, Allah uses distance to prepare a relationship for what is truly good for you. Silence is one of the heaviest tests Allah places between two people who feel connected. It arrives quietly and suddenly. One day the conversations are flowing effortlessly, and the next day the messages slow down. The phone stops ringing. The comfort you felt becomes a strange emptiness. Many people break down when silence enters, but silence is not always a sign of rejection. It is often a sign that Allah wants to show you something deeper. In silence you begin to hear your own heart clearly. You notice what you were ignoring. You realize which parts of the connection were coming from sincerity and which parts were coming from fear or emotional hunger. Silence exposes the truth that noise was hiding. It forces you to pause and look inward. Allah removes the constant communication so you can understand the relationship with honesty, not with blind emotion. This silence can feel painful because your mind begins to speak loudly. Thoughts like, maybe they forgot me, maybe they lost interest, maybe I was never important. These thoughts attack your peace, but they appear for a reason. Allah allows them so you can learn to control your inner world. He teaches you to separate feeling from fact. He teaches you to seek clarity through Him, not through constant reassurance from the other person. During this silence, you also see the true strength of the connection. If it was built on shallow attraction, it will fade quickly. If it was built only on attention-seeking, it will collapse. But if the connection was real and clean, silence will not destroy it. Instead, both hearts will reflect, grow, and come back wiser. Real connection is not shaken by silence. It is purified by it. Allah also uses silence to protect you from rushing into something that is not ready. You may want answers today, but your heart may not be ready for the truth, and the other person's heart may not be ready for responsibility. Silence allows both souls to mature safely at their own pace. If the relationship is written for you, silence is only a temporary chapter. You will see a return with more clarity, stronger faith, and better intentions. If it is not written for you, silence will gently separate you without dramatic pain. Either way, silence reveals what words often hide. Silence is a test, but it is also guidance. It shows you the reality of your heart and the destiny Allah has written for you. Patience is the test that exposes the truth of every relationship long before anything becomes halal. When feelings appear, the heart becomes excited and hopeful, and sometimes fearful. You want things to move fast. You want certainty quickly. You want the story to unfold without delay. But Allah slows it down on purpose. He stretches time so that patience can reveal who you truly are and what the connection truly means. Patience shows your character more clearly than love ever can. It shows whether you want this person for the right reasons or only for emotional comfort. It shows whether you value them as a trust from Allah or whether you treat them like a possession that must be yours. When you are forced to wait, you begin to understand your own intentions. You see whether your heart becomes more grateful or more entitled. Patience exposes these hidden layers and prepares you to love in a clean and responsible way. Allah also uses patience to protect two hearts from rushing into something that is not ready. You may want marriage now, but your life might not be stable. You may want a commitment now, but you are still carrying pain from old wounds. You may want a future now, but you are not spiritually grounded yet. If the relationship moved too quickly, it could break under pressure, so Allah delays it to strengthen both of you quietly behind the scenes. Patience is not easy. There will be days when you feel tired, when your chest feels heavy, when doubts whisper inside your mind. You may wonder why everything is taking so long. You may think silence means rejection or delay means disinterest. But Allah uses these exact moments to teach you emotional discipline and spiritual trust. He teaches you not to react out of fear, but to respond with wisdom. Not to chase, but to trust. Not to break, but to become stronger. And patience is also the place where sincerity is revealed. Anyone can show interest when things are easy. Anyone can make promises when emotions are high. But only someone written for you remains steady when the road becomes slow and uncertain. If a person respects the pace Allah has chosen, if they remain consistent, even when nothing is fast and exciting, that is a sign of a heart that is sincere and pure. If the relationship is written for you, patience will never harm it. It will only make it deeper. It will make the future stronger because it was not rushed. If it is not written for you, patience will protect you from wasting your heart on someone who was never meant to stay. Either way, patience is not a delay in your story. It is a necessary chapter that prepares you for the ending Allah has already written. Before Allah allows two people to become halal, He looks at the state of both hearts. Not only how they feel about each other, but how they feel about Him. This is why spiritual growth becomes one of the most important tests in a relationship. Allah will not unite two hearts that are spiritually asleep. He will first wake them up and shape them into people who can handle the responsibility of love with maturity, mercy, and faith. When a connection enters your life, Allah watches what it does to your iman. Does this person bring you closer to your salah, or do they distract you from it? Do they make you more grateful or more restless? Do they open your chest with peace, or do they fill you with fear, envy, or impatience? These signs matter because a relationship that does not strengthen your faith will never become a source of long-lasting peace. Sometimes Allah pauses a relationship not because there is something wrong with the other person, but because there is something inside you that needs healing. Maybe your heart still carries old wounds. Maybe your faith is inconsistent. Maybe your emotional needs are louder than your spiritual needs. Allah slows the connection so that you can grow into someone who can love in a cleaner and more stable way. The same happens with the other person. You may feel ready, but they may still be struggling with discipline or identity, or temptations or emotional instability. Allah protects the relationship by not allowing it to move forward until both souls reach a level of strength and clarity. He knows that a relationship built while one heart is weak cannot survive the storms of marriage and responsibility. Spiritual growth also reveals compatibility in a deeper form. It shows whether you both want the same kind of life, whether you both seek halal, whether you both care about purity, whether you both aim to please Allah in your choices. Feelings can create attachment, but only Iman creates a blessed future. When both people grow spiritually, they begin to understand love, not as a place of escape, but as a place of responsibility. This test is not always easy. You will feel moments of loneliness, moments where you wonder why things are not progressing, and moments where you feel disconnected from the person. But these moments are actually invitations from Allah calling you to return to Him. When He strengthens you spiritually, He prepares you emotionally. When He brings you closer to Him, He makes you ready for the person He has written for you. If the relationship is meant to be, spiritual growth will not pull you apart. It will align you. It will bring both hearts to a level where they can meet in a pure and steady way. And if the relationship is not meant for you, spiritual growth will reveal that too, by showing differences that cannot be ignored. Either way, the test of spiritual growth is a gift. It makes you ready for the love that is written for you and protects you from the love that is not. Intentions are the foundation of every relationship that Allah allows to move towards something halal. Before He brings two people together in a clean and blessed way, He examines what sits inside the heart. Not the words they speak, not the promises they make, but the reasons behind why they want each other. And this is why the test of intentions is one of the deepest and most revealing tests you will ever face. At the beginning, every connection feels beautiful. Emotions are high. Attention feels comforting. The presence of the other person feels calming or exciting. But Allah looks beyond all of that. He looks at why you want this person. Do you want them because you think they will cure your loneliness? Do you want them because you feel empty and hope they will fill the gap? Do you want them because you are scared of losing what feels familiar? Or do you want them because you genuinely believe this is a soul you can build a halal future with and grow closer to Allah through? Allah does not bless a bond built on fear or desperation. He blesses relationships built on sincerity and purpose. And the only way to reveal sincerity is to test the intention behind your desire. This is why Allah may slow communication or place obstacles or even allow misunderstandings. He watches how you respond. If your intention is only emotional attachment, you will panic, withdraw, or lose control. But if your intention is pure, you will remain steady, patient, and respectful. The test of intentions also shows whether your heart is placing too much weight on the person and not enough on Allah. When your intention becomes fixated on someone more than on seeking Allah's pleasure, He will shake your heart a little to remind you who is truly in control. He does this not to punish you, but to purify your motives, so that the relationship, if it happens, becomes a source of barakah, not heartbreak. You will also notice your intentions changing throughout the journey. At first, you may want this person because they make you feel seen and valued. Later you realize that the real desire is to build something halal, something stable, and something pleasing to Allah. This shift is part of the test. Allah wants to see if you are willing to refine your heart, if you are willing to correct yourself, and if you are willing to love someone with responsibility and not blind attachment. And remember, your intentions are not the only ones being tested. The other person's heart is also under examination. If their intention is only to enjoy attention or emotional comfort, they will not remain consistent when things become difficult. But if their intention is sincere, their behavior will remain steady even when the road is slow. Consistent intention is one of the strongest signs that a relationship has a future. If the relationship is written for you, purified intentions will bring you closer at the right time. The connection will grow stronger, cleaner, and safer. If it is not written for you, purified intentions will push the wrong person away and protect your heart from deeper harm. Allah never wastes a sincere intention. It either brings the right person into your life, or it saves you from the wrong one. Timing is one of the most powerful tests Allah uses before allowing a relationship to become halal. You might feel ready, you might feel sure, you might believe the person is right for you, yet things do not move. Conversations slow, plans pause, life takes unexpected turns, and you begin to wonder why everything feels delayed. But what feels like delay to you is perfect divine timing to Allah. Allah knows the exact moment when two hearts are ready to meet in a stable and blessed way. He knows the moment when both souls have enough wisdom, enough emotional maturity, and enough spiritual grounding to handle a lifelong commitment. Sometimes you want someone too early. Sometimes they want you too early. Sometimes both of you are not completely shaped yet. So Allah protects you with timing. This test appears in many forms. You may meet someone beautiful, but your career is not stable. You may love someone, but your families are not ready. You may feel a strong connection, but one of you is still healing from past wounds. You may want marriage, but your life is full of responsibilities that would destroy the relationship if it started now. Timing is not random. Timing is protection. Many people break down during this test because the heart wants what it wants now. But Allah sees the future you cannot see. He knows that blessing something at the wrong time can turn it into a source of pain. A relationship that begins too early can collapse under pressure. A marriage that starts before emotional healing can become heavy and suffocating. A commitment that begins before spiritual stability can drift into difficulty and regret. Allah delays not to block you, but to save you. The test of timing also reveals the truth of a connection. If someone is only with you for excitement, they will not stay when time slows things down. If they are only there for attention, they will disappear when things take longer than expected. But if the connection is real, patience will not weaken it, delay will not break it, time will not create distance. Instead, both hearts will grow stronger and more certain through the waiting. You will also notice how your own heart changes during this test. At the beginning, you might feel anxious or impatient. Later, you begin to understand that rushing only creates confusion, while trusting Allah brings peace. You learn to slow down. You learn to breathe. You learn to let things unfold naturally. You start to value preparation over speed and wisdom over excitement. And when the time finally becomes right, everything begins to fall into place with ease. Conversations open naturally, families soften, careers stabilize, hearts feel calmer. What once felt impossible suddenly becomes effortless. This is how you know Allah has chosen that moment for you. If the person is written for you, timing will never take them away. Timing will only make the connection cleaner, stronger, and more stable. If they are not written for you, timing will gently separate you, so you do not waste years chasing something that was never meant to be. Timing is not your enemy. It is the hidden wisdom that Allah uses to prepare you for the love that will last. Obstacles are one of the clearest signs that Allah is testing a relationship before making it halal. When two people feel a connection, the heart immediately hopes for an easy path. You imagine smooth communication, supportive families, clear decisions, and doors opening without effort. But Allah often places obstacles to reveal what kind of bond you are building and what kind of hearts you both carry. An obstacle can appear in many forms. Sometimes it is distance that makes meeting difficult. Sometimes it is family pressure that confuses your direction. Sometimes it is financial struggle that slows your plans. Sometimes it is personal fears that make one of you hesitate. And sometimes it is a misunderstanding or emotional miscommunication that creates tension. None of these obstacles appear by accident. Each one is placed by Allah with purpose. Obstacles test your sincerity. If a person is only with you for excitement or attention, they will give up quickly when things become difficult. If they are only attracted to the idea of you and not the reality, they will walk away as soon as the road becomes challenging. But someone who has pure intentions remains steady even when things are not smooth. They do not run from hardship. They work through it with patience and respect. Obstacles also reveal how strong you are when faced with pressure. Do you break down and lose hope at the first sign of difficulty? Do you become disrespectful or impatient? Do you try to force things your way? Or do you turn to Allah for strength and guidance? A halal relationship requires emotional maturity. These tests show whether you have that maturity or whether you still need growth. Another wisdom behind obstacles is that they protect you from entering something unprepared. A relationship without challenges may seem beautiful in the beginning, but it can fall apart later when it faces real-life responsibilities. Allah allows early obstacles to build strength, discipline, and understanding. If you learn to navigate challenges together, your future will be far more stable and peaceful. Sometimes obstacles help both of you see if you truly want the relationship. When things are easy, every connection feels right. But when difficulty rises, you begin to see what is real. If the bond remains even through stress, confusion, or setbacks, then you know that it holds depth. If it collapses under small pressure, then it was never strong enough to become halal. There are moments when obstacles feel tiring. You might wonder why everything is so hard if Allah has written this person for you. But many beautiful stories are built on challenges. Allah strengthens your heart through struggle. He gives you clarity through difficulty. He protects you from illusions by showing you the truth behind the connection. If the relationship is written for you, obstacles will not stop it. They will shape it. They will mature both of you and make your bond more stable. If it is not written for you, obstacles will gently redirect you so that you do not waste your heart on something that cannot survive. Obstacles are not walls blocking your path. They are filters removing what is weak so that only what is real remains. Detachment is one of the hardest and most painful tests Allah places between two people before allowing anything to become halal. It feels confusing because you care about someone, yet Allah pulls your heart away from them for a while. You feel a distance inside you that you did not choose. You feel a sudden heaviness that pushes you to step back. You feel a quiet voice inside telling you to slow down, even when your emotions want to hold on tightly. This test is not meant to break your heart. It is meant to purify it. When you become deeply attached to someone, the danger is that your heart may begin to depend on them more than it depends on Allah. You may begin to look for comfort from their words before making dua. You may seek reassurance from their presence before seeking peace in salah. You may begin to place them in a space that only Allah deserves, and that is when Allah gently creates detachment to realign your heart. Detachment does not always mean the person is wrong for you. Sometimes it simply means you are loving them too much without spiritual balance. Allah steps in to protect both of you from building a connection based on emotional need instead of true compatibility and faith. He removes the intensity so that your heart can breathe again and see the relationship with clarity instead of desperation. During detachment, you start noticing your emotions becoming quieter. The excitement you once felt becomes lighter. The constant thinking reduces. This is not a sign that the connection is dying. It is a sign that Allah is giving you space to see the truth. When the heart is calm, you can observe a relationship without illusions. You can see whether this bond is built on real compatibility or just emotional comfort. You can see whether you want the person for the right reasons or only because they filled a temporary emptiness. Detachment is also a test for the other person. When you step back, do they respect the space? Do they remain kind and consistent? Do they show maturity instead of pressure? A person who has sincere intention will not panic when you take a moment to breathe. They will understand that real love needs clarity and growth, not suffocation. Someone who reacts with impatience or anger shows a heart that is not ready for halal responsibility. This test also protects your future. If you cannot detach when something becomes unhealthy, you will not be able to handle the ups and downs that come with marriage. Allah trains your emotional muscles through this test. He teaches you how to remain balanced. He teaches you how to love without losing yourself. He teaches you how to care without worshipping a person. This emotional discipline becomes a safety shield for the rest of your life. Sometimes detachment leads to a cleaner return. After the space, both hearts feel purified. They reconnect with more sincerity and less fear. The attachment becomes healthier. The intentions become clearer. The connection becomes easier. Other times, detachment shows you that the person was never truly written for you. When the emotional intensity fades, the illusion breaks, and you realize that the relationship cannot continue. If it is written for you, detachment will not take the person away. It will protect the bond from becoming unhealthy. If it is not written for you, detachment will free your heart gently and save you from deeper pain. Either way, this test is a blessing. It resets your heart and prepares you for the love that Allah will bring into your life at the right time. Dua is one of the most intimate tests Allah places between two hearts before allowing a relationship to become halal. When feelings grow and confusion appears, the first place Allah wants you to turn is not the person but Him. This is why the test of dua is so powerful. It reveals what your heart truly believes and how much trust you carry inside you. At the beginning, many people make duas full of emotion. They ask quickly and intensely. They say, Ya Allah, give me this person. Please let this work. Please bring them closer. But Allah does not answer immediately. He waits. Not because He is ignoring you, but because He wants to see what you do when there is no instant response. He wants to see if your duas was a moment of emotion or a sign of sincerity. Dua becomes a test of consistency. If you truly want someone in a halal way, your dua will not disappear after one night. You will keep praying even when nothing seems to change. You will call upon Allah in calm moments and in lonely moments. Your dua becomes stronger, not weaker. This steadiness is what Allah looks at. A sincere heart stays connected to Him even when the situation feels stuck. Through dua, Allah also tests your patience. He lets time pass so that you learn to rely on Him instead of rushing the process. He teaches you that a relationship blessed by Him is worth waiting for. He teaches you that answers come when hearts are ready, not when emotions are high. Your dua becomes the place where you build trust, hope, and emotional discipline. Dua also shapes your understanding. As you continue to pray, your heart begins to change. You start asking for what is truly good for you, not just what feels good right now. You start saying, Ya Allah, if this person is written for me, make it easy and blessed. And if they are not, then protect my heart and guide me away. This shift shows maturity. It shows that you want Allah's choice more than your own desire. Allah uses dua to test the intentions of your heart. Are you making dua because you want a halal future or because you are scared to lose attention? Are you making dua to build a stable life or just to calm temporary emotions? When your dua is honest, you begin to feel a strange sense of peace, even if the situation is uncertain. That peace is a sign that Allah is guiding your heart slowly and gently. Sometimes Allah accepts your dua in a way that you do not notice at first. The person returns with clarity. Obstacles start to fade. Hearts soften. Paths open. Everything begins to align at the right time. Other times Allah answers by redirecting you away from the person because He knows your future better than you do. Both answers are mercy, even if one feels heavier than the other. If the relationship is written for you, your dua will be the bridge that carries it into halal. If it is not written for you, your dua will protect you, heal you, and redirect you to something better. Dua is never wasted. It either brings the person meant for you, or it removes the person who would break you. Either way, dua prepares your heart for the destiny Allah has written with perfect wisdom. Qadr is the final and deepest test Allah places on every relationship before allowing it to become halal. It is the test that reminds your heart that no matter how strong the connection feels, no matter how much effort you put in, no matter how sincere your intentions are, everything returns to what Allah has already written. Qadr is not about what you want today, it is about what Allah has chosen for your lifetime. This test appears when you have done everything you could. You prayed, you waited, you tried to communicate with respect, you controlled your emotions, you purified your intentions, yet there is still uncertainty, still hesitation, still a feeling of not knowing where the story is going. This moment is where Qadr steps in and teaches you that love is not built by human hands alone. It is written by the one who controls the hearts. Qadr tests whether you trust Allah more than your fears. It tests whether you believe that if someone is meant for you, they cannot be replaced by anyone else. No mistake can erase them. No obstacle can block them. No distance can remove them. And if someone is not meant for you, no effort, no attachment, no insistence can force them into your life. Qadr decides the outcome long before your heart even knew them. This test also teaches surrender, not the kind that means giving up, but the kind that means handing your heart back to Allah and saying, "You know what I cannot see. You know what is hidden. You know what will protect me and what will harm me. If this person is good for my life, my deen and my future, bring them. And if not, then take them away with gentleness and heal me." This surrender is a sign of strong iman, not weakness. Qadr often reveals itself through small signs. If the relationship is written for you, there will be moments of ease that appear out of nowhere. Opportunities open. Hearts soften. Barriers become lighter. Conversations become clearer. Things start aligning without force. You feel a strange inner calm that tells you this is meant to be. That calm is a gift from Allah. But if the relationship is not meant for you, Qadr will remove it from your path with protection. The connection will fade. Doors will close. Communication will break naturally. You will feel a heaviness that tells you your heart is trying to hold on to something that was never yours. This separation hurts, but it also saves you. Allah protects you from heartbreak written deeper in the future by allowing a smaller heartbreak today. Qadr reminds you that your story will unfold exactly the way Allah planned it, not the way your emotions imagine it. He will never write a person into your life only to leave you empty. He will never remove someone except to replace them with something more fitting for your soul. And He will never delay a relationship unless the timing He chose will give you a better and stronger ending. If the connection is written for you, Qadr will bring both hearts together in a halal way at the perfect moment. If it is not written for you, Qadr will move you toward a future that holds more beauty than the one you are trying to hold on to. Trusting Qadr is the final door you must walk through before Allah reveals the destiny He prepared for your heart.